right? How to
Right.
how to the order of events when you're playing onto a green, you know, not necessarily don't grab your lob wedge when you're a higher handicapper, play it on the ground, that kind of stuff. Martin and I could probably talk for 3 hours and fill that space. I mean, so it's the last thing I'm worried about is content.
Right. And I don't know if it's a big deal, but I know in your video on Henrik before that you've already done, you called it the British Open, but Lisa says, no, you got to call it the Open Championship. So
Okay.
I don't know if we want to keep it consistent or it doesn't matter or not, or what.
Yeah, I don't want to ruffle feathers. We'll call it the Open Championship. I might slip, but I'll do my best.
I mean, you know, that's what the RNA want to do. But I mean, if we happen to call it the British Open, I don't think it's not a big deal at all.
Right.
Not at all. I think we should. I think it would be worth talking about the driver yips in 2001, 2002, and maybe that's got something to do with why you use 3-wood off the tee so often.
Right.
I mean, it's a strong 3-wood, and I don't know what the length of the shaft is, but I certainly don't think we can neglect the fact that basically he damn near gave the game up in 2001, 2002. So it gives hope for everybody that, you know, there is a solution if you look behind enough rocks and you look hard enough. He was hitting balls on the court with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think there's that. I think if we wanted to, I actually want to give the Sammy a good plug.
Thank you.
Because the exercise that he does with Pete Cowan is essentially the same as just attaching the Sammy to your shirt buttons and then your left thumb or your lead thumb. Just pushing to keep the structure throughout the swing. So I think it makes sense to do that.
Hey, since I can see you, Martin, do me a favor.
Sorry?
Since I can see you, you can't see me. Stand up and back up 2 feet and show me that.
What do you want me to show you? The Stenson drill?
Yeah, just so I can get a visual for it when we start talking about it tomorrow, just so I'm prepared.
Well, I've got a couple of things. Can you actually see these 2 golf balls on the ground market, one yellow and one white?
Sure can. See, you look great.
Yep.
You're fine. Yeah.
Sorry. So can you see this?
I can see your beard. Yeah, moving.
It's 9 o'clock here. What do you expect?
There you go.
This is a drill that I have found Stenson did a lot before the Open. I don't know if you've seen it before, but I have. I've got a yellow ball and a white ball. They're about a foot apart. If you try and hit the yellow ball into the white ball, if you hit it with the face absolutely square, the white ball goes straight.
Hey. You know what? Hold tight. I just lost you there. Now I'm not seeing you. I'm seeing some copy about. Do you see this, Jason?
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay.
Was that body suffering from myxomatosis?
Yes.
There we go. Now you're back. Okay, cool.
I'll be able to see Chuck tomorrow, I hope, won't I?
Yes.
But you can see the yellow ball, you can see the white ball, right?
Yep, for sure.
So if I come in really close, here's what you find. If I hit the yellow ball to the white ball and hit it absolutely flush, flat, square, as it was doing through the white ball will go straight. But if the white ball is pulled, if the yellow ball is pulled, the white ball will go to the right because it'll hit the white ball off center.
It looks like snooker. Looks like. No, it's beautiful. It's snooker, man.
If I push the yellow ball, the white ball will go to the left. I don't know if you can see that. I can go down the line if we need to.
Nope, see it perfectly.
But I think that's a very helpful drill for people to do at home to get the putter face square, because we both know from a directional point of view, that means if the white ball went a little into the right, that means my face was a little bit closed when I hit the ball, which it usually is with my short pass. But I mean, I do agree with you. There's 5 things to putting: the direction and then face, 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 and face. but something they can do at home would be to get the face angle right, and far too many people, I think, work on the direction of the stroke and not enough on the face angle. So the other things I can do here, I haven't got a lot of room because we're not cottage in England,
Yeah.
but I've got enough room that I can make a backswing without clobbering. I can make a three-quarter follow-through without hitting anything.
Yeah.
If I go any farther, I'm going to get the top through the roof, and Mrs. Hall wouldn't be very happy with that.
No, we want to keep Mrs. Hall happy for sure.
If I need to make a full swing, I've got a shorter club, which I can do
Yeah.
in any direction. And the last thing here would be, I don't know if you can see this, but I use this a lot in my teaching. These are green lasers.
Yeah.
Can you see those lasers, Martin?
Sure can.
So, I mean, I think we could do something with, we could perhaps talk about swing direction. I don't think we need to get into the difference between path and swing direction, but I was thinking with Phil, we could say, look, certainly for a long time, Phil is taking the club and laying the club off there. Can you see that second laser?
No, but that's okay. I mean, actually, I see you nicely in the room, so you're okay. Whatever you're saying, people are going to see and be okay with.
Yeah.
You know.
Can you see right here? Can you see I'm tracing a fairly straight line with that laser here?
Yes.
Not one that's...
Yeah, the only thing you have to worry about is if you're in a fixed position, right directly in front of that little blue device.
How do you mean if I'm in a fixed position?
Like, yeah, down there.
Yeah, that ball, that thing that holds the ball that you can smack. There you go.
Yeah.
Now you're golden.
Yeah, it's perfect.
If I want to talk about swing direction and how the club should point about it, I mean, Phil didn't do that. Phil's going to be more over there.
Right.
Well, not that much, but that would be his chance. And then the other thing I thought we could talk about with Phil a little bit is my understanding is with Andrew that he's been working on getting it hit wide on the airswing. What does that mean? Because I would think Ray Lark using the same as I do. He'd been someone who's laid it off a bit. He'd been someone with a tremendous sort of, I'd almost call him, ended up with almost called it false left on the downswing.
Right.
And then a lot of twist and wrap.
Yeah.
But if you did want more width, you get the grip pointing past the ball earlier in the downswing and not being confused with flipping it.
Sure.
But you can have a wide release and you can have a very narrow release. That would show people the lights.
I think to me, Phil's wrist conditions changed a little bit. On the way down, to me, he was, very, very cuppy. Now it looks a little bit more solid, and that's adding to some width, and that's easy to show people, the wrist conditions. So, I mean, Phil's he played beautifully. That Sunday was the best I've seen him hit it in a long time. I watched him play the final round at Pebble Beach a number of years ago. It was the best round I've ever seen. And then, that thing, no bogey 65, only to get dusted by 3 is unbelievable. But we witnessed one of the best rounds ever. In my opinion, the best.
My wife just reminded me the week you got me going in, would you show you the Stenson drill? So the drill that Peter has Stenson do is this. He puts his left hand like so, and then he takes his right hand and he pushes on his left hand like he was pushing a beach ball into a swimming pool. And then he would make slow motion swings, pushing at all points in the swing, all the way back. Pushing all the way, and I can just pop the sounding on here from mine, or you could, I don't mind which one that's me.
If you've got one.
If you would rather do it, that's fine. I was going to give you a pop, but I can put the hand over there in the corner and put the sounding on the corner of, you see if it will show actually.
We're back on that page now, Jason.
Yep, I just had to answer a Skype real quick. It changes.
So then the question would be,
I think people could see that easy enough.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Martin. Are you just talking? Are you wearing a mic? Beautiful. That's perfect.
There it is, and I think it's. Well, I think both Martins. I think it's a very big thing in golf to keep that pushing
Mm-hmm.
and keep that structure instead of just most people actually
Yeah.
pulling in and pushing out. So I think that's an interesting stencil piece.
Yeah, I agree. Perfect. That's a great plug for me. I appreciate that.
And I mean, Jason, I'm the same as M. Chuck. I'm not in the slightest bit worried about what us two are going to talk about in golf.
Right.
Yeah,
I think you're only probably going to be shutting us up.
that's right.
Probably, yeah.
And we are going to get a good number of questions.
Yeah, you'll get tons.
Well, I mean, Martin, I did suggest, so that it doesn't get confusing, I suggested to Jason that we be addressed as either Martin C and Martin H or
MH, MC.
just so we know and there isn't any confusion. Whoever's doing the questions.
That's yeah. So what? I mean, a lot of my buddies call me MC. So MC just seems easy. You can be the original Martin. I'll be Junior. The MC. And MC Hammer. And the thing, here's the thing. This is your show, okay? I'm supporting role. So I want you to feel like you take the lead, and anytime you want to defer to me in a question, or you could say, what do you think, Martin, or what do you have to add, Martin? You know what I mean? That way you're not
Tripping over each other.
Exactly. You're the leader. I'm the follower. This episode is about Martin Hall with Martin Chuck supporting, okay? So I'm going to defer to you.
Let's just back up a bit here on that one. So my understanding, Jason, was this was almost the pre-launch of the pre-launch.
Yes, it is.
So I don't think is there any mention here about build a better game with Martin Hall anywhere in this hour that we're doing?
At the end, we're going to say, Bill, if you want to get advance notice of Martin's Build a Better Golf Game video series that starts next week on Monday, click here or go to this URL.
All I would say to that is, I mean, I think there's two things with that. For me, there's two things. One, I don't think there's anything wrong with us, just sharing the platform here, because although I've not spent a lot of time with Martin, we've seen each other at the PGA show a number of times, and I've told you quite openly, and I think he's an outstanding teacher, and I'm happy for us to just chat about golf.
Sure, me too.
I mean, I'll be advised by you, whatever you think.
Yep.
I mean,
I do think on the back end, though, I think it needs to be clear because of the Martin. If you say, well, if you're looking to look for Martin's new video series, on this occasion, we need to stress that it's MH on this occasion.
Sure. Yeah, no, I agree. But, I mean, again, this is a banter between two pros, but this is your show. So I appreciate that. But,
Okay.
and at some point down the road when, we're launching something else and you're supporting me, it'll be different. But for now, it's the Martin Hall show. I am the supporting role. I'm happy to do it.
Okay, we appreciate that. And so we are going to get some questions tomorrow. Will we know what they are before we go live, or are we just going to do it live?
I'm going to put out that video that for the recording you did to get the questions, and people are going to be asking questions there. But no, they're going to start asking questions probably right away, though, when they log in.
Well, I'm going to answer one that Martin Chuck might ask. Martin Chuck might say, is it a good idea to hit the ball off the fairway at Royal St. David's, Harlan, Wales? The answer is no. And you know why, Martin? They get to cut the rough once every 4 years, Tom. Like, how about that, eh?
Really?
Yeah.
Once every...
I played there yesterday. It was just a hit off the fairway. It's a lost bubble.
Oh, see, that would be golfing hell for me.
Golfing hell for nearly everyone.
Yeah. Indeed.
But, so what else do we need to cover, Jace?
I think we're good. Mark, Martin, Chuck, what time can you be on, just so we can check things out?
I'll be in the studio at noon, so you can hit me
Okay.
up any time from noon. Let me ask a couple questions. So Martin, what's your audio source? You just talking at your computer right now?
Nope.
I'm actually talking to a microphone that Jason told me to get that's sitting right by my computer.
Okay. So go ahead, Jace.
Yeah, you want to make sure that's at the very edge of the desk when you move away from it.
I know, right there.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. So that, so that's your in. What's the output? What are you hearing on? What are you listening on?
Just off the computer.
Okay. So I'm wondering right now, Jay. So my audio and so we're gonna shoot this on a Google Hangout?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
All right. So you're gonna get Martin Hall a Google email address and get him set up there, and then I mean, do I need to go and worry about any sort of miking situation? Because I mean, I have my wireless mic, but then it shuts off the speaker. You see what I mean? Because I'm just used to doing video, not listening to somebody.
And you don't have a wireless headset?
I could put. I'm trying to think if when I plug in my wireless mic. Let me think about that situation. If I might. So Martin Hall is going to use his laptop with a mic. He's not wearing a wireless headset, correct?
Correct.
Right. So he's just listening to his computer. So there's no issue. There's no what do you call it? Like echo.
Right.
Situation. If I have just a mic and listen to the computer like he's doing, because that's
you should be fine.
Okay. All right. Then let me see here.
Did you ever do the setup where you got that like Ultra Studio mini recorder where you could put in your HD camcorder as a webcam?
I did. I got that thing. I never ever set it up, but I have my webcam, and I have I do have that live stream, but I think I'm not sure that. You ever use a live stream? No. Okay. So I know phones just automatically do that now, but
I'm using my studio recorder right now through my webcam.
Your studio recorder through your webcam.
The Ultra Studio mini recorder.
Okay. So in my studio, my JC Video at the studio, I'll tell you what, so you're available tomorrow, right? I mean, worst case, I'm running this through my computer. Best case, I've got you on, you can go right through my PC and my mics and my cameras in there through Google Hangouts. So, at noon, let's get on it. Worst case, it'll be okay. Best case, it'll be better. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Martin, I have one question for you. When you film your tips like the ones at Bandon do when you're on the road or wherever you are,
yeah.
What camera and what wireless mic are you using?
I'll send you the setup, but it's simple. I've got a certain iPhone holder called an iOgrapher, and it's a really handy little deal. On the back of that, I've got just a Velcro Sennheiser wireless microphone that has a little cable that plugs into the phone, but it's a specialized cable for an iPhone that's $30 because it makes it iPhone adaptable. And then I just shoot them on my iPhone, so it's, easy peasy.
Yeah, I like to see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could send me the info on that, that'd be great, please, Martin. That'd be great.
Yeah, and you'll be surprised. I mean, I'll include you in on how I record all my students' content too. Like if I'm standing there giving a lesson, Martin, I use my iPhone all day because every time I have any kind of content that's meaningful, I put it in their training space. I hit record. I'm always wearing the mic, so whatever I say to them, in maybe a 3-minute, 5-minute clip, I might do a couple series of those in an hour lesson, or maybe 4 or 5 of them. It goes right into their space. I don't touch it. I'm not doing anything at the end of the day. They can look at it whenever they want. It's free. It's easy peasy.
Let's have a look into that.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I've turned on tons of coaches onto that deal.
Yeah, sounds very good. And now, Jason, what about this Google Hangout thing that you're making noises about?
After we hang up from the hangout, I'll walk you through it. It's pretty simple.
So it's a slide off a downhill line. You know what you're doing.
We'll do a share screen. I'll walk you step by step.
Outstanding. Can't wait. Do we have anything else?
Tomorrow, do me a favor, and just for conversation stuff, it might be fun. Just because I grew up around George Knudson and Mo Norman, that might be some interesting stuff to ask me about George and Mo, and because they were important to me, and I love spreading the word, so to speak.
Yeah. Very, very definitely. Do you want to bring Ben into it as well?
Yeah, Ben for sure. I mean, you mean Ben Doyle or Ben Kern? Ben Doyle?
Ben Doyle.
Yeah, no, let's talk about Ben for sure. He was a big influence on you and me, so for sure.
For sure.
And just so you guys know, Justin will be joining you guys.
Okay. Is he on questions, or is he just going to be like you, popped up as a big head on a screen?
He's just going to be interacting with you guys a little bit and then doing the calls to action and stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
I got a question for you, Martin. Golfing question while I've got you on the line.
Yeah.
Do you think people like George and Mo Norman always had a TrackMan or a launch monitor in their head and in their hands, sort of?
Absolutely. I saw Mo.
They just knew it all intuitively, didn't they?
Absolutely.
They found it.
No, they figured it out. I mean, Mo, how about this? Mo never, ever, I've never seen Mo break a tee ever. So, you know, you think he figured out how to hit up on it? I mean, he barely put a tee in the ground. It was a long wooden tee that I'd never seen before. You know, and I tell you what, he used one tee for oftentimes weeks at a time until he just fatigued and finally quit. You know what I mean? He didn't break them. They whittled apart. And then, you know, so he figured out how to take his 100 miles an hour because he wasn't that fast. And he figured out how to absolutely hit it on the button, high, low spin. As far as his swing speed would allow is what he could hit it. And then he could do whatever he wanted shape-wise, whenever he wanted. I mean, it was...
Was his stock shot, did he turn it a fraction? Was he a tiny draw?
Man, it was tough. If anything, it drew. But I'm telling you what, it was the straightest ball flight, one after the next you've ever seen. Like, you know, it wasn't even like, here's the thing, because you understand gear effect dimple error. I mean, so the guy hit it on the button better than anybody ever. Because when you stood there and watched him hit 30 drivers, you might see one out of 30 that veered offline 15 yards. That's it. The rest, I'm telling you, were within 10 yards left or 10 yards right, 240 in the air, and whatever the ground gave him. You know, now Dustin Johnson hits 5-iron 240 in the air, but Mo hit it 240, 235, 240 in the air, and then whatever the ground gave him, and he had one penalty stroke in his professional career. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, off the tee. One penalty stroke off the tee in his professional career. Nuts.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, well, I think we're good to go. So,
Yep.
What do you need us to now, Jason?
You and I are going to stay on Skype.
Okay.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. Look forward to
All
it.
right. 12 p.m. Pacific.
Okay, pal. See you
All right,
then.
man. Thanks.
Bye now.